Hello students, welcome to Ekta Science Education class. Right way, right learning is the motto of this class. Yes students, as you know, we have started the series of NCERT class 7. So where we are learning about we have already learned about the lesson number 1, that is nutrition in plants. Now we are going to learn about the lesson number 2, nutrition in animal. This is the part 1 of nutrition in animals. Now before we start, you have to subscribe the channel, like, share and comment. If you are having any queries, you can mention in the comment box below. Now students, we know that we have already learned that different modes of nutrition in the plants. Now, and the process by which the plants get their food. Now you have to learn, or we are going to learn about the how animals get their nutrition. Animals get their food from the plants either directly, or that is by eating the plants, or indirectly. By eating the animals, they feed on the plants. Some animals eat both plants and animals. Similarly, many of us eat the either animal food like the egg, fish, chicken, etc., or plant food like veggies. Okay. Now, animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of the food, and its utilization in the body. Now, we take food, we eat food. Why? Why we eat the food? We eat food to get the energy. We eat food to get energy. Energy is nothing but the capacity to do the work. For the capacity is needed to do the any type of a work, so we eat the food. So the food is comprises of the components of food. These components of food are also known as a nutrients. Okay, there are 5 major components of the food, that is carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, fats and minerals. So these are the components of the food. Food gives us energy to do the task. Now let us learn about the digestion. How this food is ingested in the body, and then how it is digested. Now simply, the digestion is the process of the breakdown of the complex food into the very simpler form is called as the digestion. When we eat the food, that food consists of the many complex nutrients. That complex nutrients are broken down into the simple form, and then it is absorbed into the bloodstream and carried to the throughout the body, the nutrient supply. Okay, so digestion is the process where the breakdown of the complex food item or components is happen into the simpler form is called the digestion. As you can see, there are the complex food items we are eating. Yes, carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, fats. Now like carbohydrate is breaking into the glucose, then protein breaks into the amino acid, then fat into the fatty acids. Here you can see the complex substances can be broken into the simple, absorbable or usable form, complex to the simpler form. So digestion is the process where breakdown of the complex to the simpler form happens. Like plants show different types of the nutrition. Animals also show, like plants show saprophytic, parasitic type of nutrition. Here in animal also, the different modes of the animal nutritions are seen. The very first is a parasitic nutrition. As you can see, this type of a mode of nutrition, animal derive nutrient from the any other type of a animal or plant. It is called as a host. This kind of the relationship between the parasite and the host, where the parasite is benefits but the host is harm, is called as a parasitism. For example, the best example is the example of the mosquito. Mosquito is example of the human parasite, है ना. क्या करता है मॉस्किटो? ब्लड को सक करता है. उसमें होस्ट क्या होता है? होस्ट को डैमेज होता है, बट जो भी होता है लाइक मॉस्किटो इज गेट बेनिफिटेड. सो दिस वन इज गेटिंग बेनिफिट एंड अदर इज गेट द हार्म. सो देयर इज द relationship is said to be the parasitism. So mosquito is an example of the human parasite that feeds on the human blood. Then next is the lices in your hairs, है ना, जो जिनको हम कहते हैं. that lice is another type of a human parasite which suck the blood, and it is said to be the parasite again, which where the host is get benefited and one get loss. Now next is the saprophytic nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, organism have nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. For example, millipedes, then woodlices, dung, flies, then दीज वुड लाइसेस मीन्स ये जो आपके घर पे जो फर्नीचर होता है उस फर्नीचर के अंदर ये जो छोटे छोटे इंसेक्ट होते हैं, दे डैमेज द फर्नीचर, दे ईट द वुड. ओके, सो दीज आर द सैप्रोफिटिक न्यूट्रिशन. दे शो द सैप्रोफिटिक टाइप ऑफ अ न्यूट्रिशन. इन दिस टाइप ऑफ अ न्यूट्रिशन द ऑर्गेनिज्म डिराइव द न्यूट्रिशन फ्रॉम द डेड एंड डिकेइंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. ये जो है डंग फ्लाइज होती है, ये जो काउ डंग पे होती है या तो फिर किसी भी टाइप की डंग पे होती है, it accomplishes their nutrition requirement by this method. Okay, such organisms are also said to be as detrivorous. Detrivorous means they are surviving on the dead and decaying organism, that's why they are said to be the detrivorous. Here in the symbiotic, next is the symbiotic nutrition. Now in this mode of nutrition, two animals live close to each other and interact in such a manner that they both are benefited. है ना, यहाँ पे दोनों जो एनिमल होंगे वो क्या होंगे, बेनिफिटेड होंगे. वो साथ साथ में रहेंगे और दोनों भी बेनिफिटेड होंगे. दे गेट द बेनिफिटेड और वन ऑफ देम इज बेनिफिटेड. कभी कभी एक को भी बेनिफिट होता है तो कभी कभी दोनों को भी होता है. सो दैट इज सेड टू बी द सिम्बायोटिक न्यूट्रिशन. बट नन ऑफ देम इज हार्म. किसी को भी हार्म नहीं होता है फ्रॉम दिस एसोसिएशन. अ वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप म्यूचुअलिज्म इज द एसोसिएशन बिटवीन द रेमोरा शार्क. है ना, रेमोरा शार्क is a marine fish that is usually found in the warmer water of the ocean. They climb onto the body surface of the shark and get their nutrient from the places where the shark move around. जहाँ जहाँ ये शार्क घूमेंगी वहाँ वहाँ उसके साथ ये फिश घूमती है. एंड देन शी टेक्स दैट एनिमल टेक्स द न्यूट्रिशन along with the fish. Next is the symbiotic or mutualism का example. Next is the cattle and cattle egrets. So cattle stirs up the insect, they eat grass. अभी यहाँ पे आप हमेशा आपको भी you can see this example in your surrounding as well. The many time you have seen the cow or buffalo on their body or their on above their body there are some birds that birds what they do actually, that birds are the egrets. Okay, now what happen, cattle stir up the insect as they eat grasses. Their body gets stick with the insect. Now these egrets hang around and eat the insect. They play on their body and collect the insect and eat the insect. What happen here, the cattle get benefits and the egrets as also getting the food, so both they are getting benefited. So commensalism, this is also called as commensalism, mutualism or symbiotic nutrition, where one benefits and one is unaffected. एक को फायदा हो रहा है and one is unaffected, so both of them they are equally benefited. Next is the example of the antelope with the oxford. Now antelope gets rid of the parasites, oxford gets a meal. Okay, so antelope gets rid of the parasites and oxford gets a meal. Mutualism, again the both get benefited. The next type of a nutrition is like a honeybee is taking the nectar. The honeybee sucks the nectar from the flower. So this is one of the type of the nutrition method. Next is as the hummingbird sucks the nectar with the help of this long beak. Then snakes directly swallows the whatever the predates and it eats. है ना, जो भी उसको मिलता है वो पूरा का पूरा खा जाता है. Then next is the now the nutrition in the starfish is quite very interesting. The starfish having the star shape, as the starfish is particularly feeds on the animal which are made up of the covering with the which are made up of the calcium carbonate. Okay, with the calcium carbonate organism that starfish eats. What happen when the food is needed to the starfish, it props out the stomach it and then it sucks the animal, and this way the nutrition is happens in the starfish. Next is the holozoic type of a nutrition. In this type of nutrition, the organism take their food solid or liquid or as a whole. This food is used to release energy by the series of the chemical reactions, where holozoic animals can be herbivores, that is grass eating, carnivores, that is meat eating, or omnivores, that is eating grasses or meat, both. Now there are 5 steps of the holozoic nutrition. The first one is ingestion. Here the food is first taken into the body through an opening called the mouth. Then second is the digestion. Then it is covered into the simpler, it is converted into simpler soluble enzymes with the simpler forms of the by various enzymes. Then absorption, simplified nutrients are absorbed. Assimilation, the conversion of nutrient into the fluid or solid substances of the body, or assimilation. Then egestion, finally the undigested part of the food is removed from the body. So these are the 5 steps of the holozoic nutrition. The first, ingestion, digestion, absorption, then assimilation and egestion. Also, you can say holozoic nutrition can be seen in the amoeba as well. Amoeba is a single-celled microscopic organism found in the places such as the pond water. It does not have a specialized organ. It is a single-cell organism. The mouth for making in the food or digestive system for the process of nutrition. It does not have anything. The outer body surface of the amoeba extend into the temporary protrusion called as a pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means legs. False leg. It moves with the help of the pseudopodia. But before that, holozoic. What is the meaning of holozoic in the Greek? Holo means whole and zokios of animals. This is a type of a heterotrophic nutrition we have already learned. So now, how the amoeba is a single cellular organism. Now, how this amoeba is eating, how this amoeba is taking the nutrition. Now, when amoeba comes in the contact with the food particle, it surrounds the food using the pseudopodia, like singular pseudopodium and the many plural is a pseudopodia. Now, the pseudopodia engulf this reddish color is a food particle, and you can see the nucleus. Now pseudopodia, what happened? The pseudopodia engulf the food and form the food vacuole. Amoeba then secretes the digestive juices, enzymes. You can see how it is enlarged and how it is taken away by the pseudopodia and made the food vacuole into it. Now this digestive juices enzyme into the food vacuole up to break down the complex food into the simpler form. This process is called the digestion. Finally, the digested food is absorbed into the cytoplasm. The undigested food material is removed from the body through the temporary vacuole. This mode of nutrition in amoeba is also called as a phagocytosis. This mode of the nutrition into the amoeba is said to be the phagocytosis. Okay students, so here we are done with the part 1, that is nutrition in animals. In the next upcoming we will learn about the human digestive system. Just stay tuned up to that and subscribe the channel so that you will get the new updates of the videos. Okay, thank you then. Thank you so much students.